Hollywood ends itself. We saw this story. This is a response to the story in Variety about Hollywood turning into the new Detroit. This is the inexplicable suicide of Hollywood. This is from Mama the Magazine, a blog here. Alan, I know you have notes. Give me what's in this story. This story is a response to that story, adding more information. Go for it.
All right, this is a long one, so hang on.
Let's go.
So this is from the perspective of the author. In my view, Hollywood's decline isn't primarily the result of strikes, streaming regulations, and changing audience habits. Those are symptoms, not the disease. The real problem, as I see it, is the industry has become consumed with politics, ideology, and activism at the expense of making entertaining commercially successful films and television. I've heard countless explanations for Hollywood's struggle, from superhero fatigue to social media and the economy, but the industry refuses to acknowledge the most obvious answer. Audiences simply aren't enjoying much of what we're producing. Instead of focusing on art and commerce, Hollywood shifted toward making projects considered important and imposing ideological litmus tests throughout the business. The cultural shift accelerated after moments like Oscar So White and Me Too, creating an environment where identity and political messaging increasingly took precedence over storytelling and profitability. The industry abandoned the old formula of using mainstream hits to support more personal projects and instead embraced a model that prioritized activism, even if it alienated audiences. The irony is that Hollywood would rather watch itself shrink than admit its role is in decline. People blame capitalism, streaming, AI, or viewers themselves, but almost never the quality of the content or the ideology shaping it. That's why Hollywood isn't dying from outside forces. It's choosing industrial suicide by refusing to put entertaining audiences ahead of politics. The recent success of low-budget films like Obsession and Backrooms only reinforced my belief that audiences still want movies. They want movies worth seeing.
I mean, a lot of people had a response to that article in Variety, probably the third or fourth one in the last less than a year that's, claiming that Hollywood has become the new Detroit. I think here's my perspective is Hollywood will not end as an industry, but Hollywood being based in Hollywood will end. In the same way that, and I say this as someone who comes from Detroit, the auto industry left Detroit. The auto industry didn't go away. People buy cars, but they buy them from Toyota. They buy them from overseas manufacturers. They buy them from new companies like Tesla. So the auto industry didn't go away. It left Detroit. And what's happening is Hollywood's not going away. People are still going to the movies. The audience may have shrunk in theaters and spread to elsewhere on streaming. But the city of Hollywood is not the center, no longer, especially in light of the recent election and how bad things have gotten. I've seen the most dramatic decline of the city of Los Angeles and Hollywood in the last 5 years than at any other time I've been here. So it's sad to see. It's the industry is not local. The talent, still the best talent in the world, is still here, but they're making movies. They're making the new Superman Man of Tomorrow is being made in Atlanta, or they're making shows in the UK. So and I believe all of this is self-inflicted. Do you have any thoughts or perspective on this, Alan?
Yeah. Here, let me pull this up.
Sure.
Take yours down.
Sure. Okay. It's all you now.
There we go. All right. So these are the top movies so far this year. Super Mario Galaxy. but look at the top 10 top movies this year. Michael, A Lionsgate, Project Hail Mary. Okay, the studio came up
Amazon.
with a
That's
good one.
Amazon.
Amazon, but Obsession is number 5. Backrooms is number 8. You know, it's the fact that, you know, we see 3 indie films here for the most part, breaking the top 10. And the other question is, of these, I think Project Hail Mary is the only studio film that people think is basically the best movie of the year. The others, you know, no one's talking about these other movies at all. And the point is that you know, I think the issue is, you know, when you say Hollywood is basically the big studio system, and the big studios just they're still lost, and they have no idea where they're going. They have no idea what they need to do, and as we've been saying, this is the opening that indie film is going to need to take, and indie film looks like is actually doing it this year.
Well, I think original films. I mean, Obsession, to be
No.
fair, was shot in Burbank, of all
Okay.
places.
Yeah, I mean, look, Obsession is the only original film. The others are still adaptations of things that the audiences love,
Or
you know,
previously existed, like Backrooms.
right? Or video games. I mean, again, these are things that, you know, that people, that Gen Z, the young people have fallen in love with over their lives, and someone went and said, "Okay, let's make a great version of it," and that's what they did.